stars above, they steal the show. A little hum, a little sway. This groove gon' take us all the way. Feel that rhythm, let it slide. Ooh, child, take my hand, let's collide. Groove in the moonlight, oh, so slow, so slow. Feel that funk, let it grow, let it grow. Groove in the moonlight, take it high. Ooh, yeah, under the stars, you and I. Ooh,
Shadows dance where the brass tones meet. The rhythm's warm, like summer heat. Can you feel that low bass hum? Ba-da-da-da. Here it comes.
a horn blast cuts through the night. Everything's gonna be alright. Groove in the moonlight, oh, so slow,
Oh, so slow.
feel that funk,
Let it grow.
let it grow. Groove in the moonlight, take it high, come on, ooh, under the stars, you and I.
Not like Jack and very braggy. It's so play. English way.
And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome to, on a short delay, welcome to the podcast. Thank you. The lighter side of podcast, your home for rational crypto news and objectivity. You know what? I don't have to go through any of this. You guys have heard it. You know what we are. You know what we're about. And I really have to rewrite my monologue, Bell. I really got to put something else up in there. Yes, we're big fans of cryptocurrency. We've always been big fans of cryptocurrency. If you've ever listened to the stream before, you're kind of clear where we are. And it's funny because the dip today, I don't even know how much got liquidated in about an hour on that big ass wicked Bitcoin red candle, but I bet it was $500 million just went just like that. We deserve better. We deserve better. I'm more than happy to let the degens go and do the degen thing, man. I got no issue with it, but I see the path to riches, and it has nothing to do with degenning. It has everything to do with simply utilizing blockchain to provide a better product. Anyway, my name is Scott. I'm a very pragmatic investor and builder who has won and lost fortunes, G4 and all that, but I am joined by the greatest producer of all time, the one, the only, the original, the mighty Bell. How are you doing tonight, huh?
You know what? Better now that the printer issues have been solved, even though I've got sunlight hitting me right square in the face.
No, you look great. Don't even worry about that. So, look, you guys have known me for a while, and yes, I'm barefooted. All right, bucket. I'm adopting the crypto. I can come up here and cut off khakis with a silly Gilligan hat and still get you to buy $50 billion worth of my tokens. I'm just adjusting, man. It's really not that. I've been out here all day, man. I've been writing and typing and hooking and calling and doing everything that I need to do all day because building is tough, but selling is even tougher. But we have a path. We have the way. We've had really, really good contacts. We have people are lined up. They're just ready to go. I have the brandest, newest APK sitting on my phone. Founder's privilege, man. It's good. It's good. We're coming a long way. And so we're estimating that we'll be able to release that to everybody tomorrow. We're estimating that we're going to be able to release the iOS to everybody tomorrow. That's it for all of our early access champions. So, yeah, we're hoping that we should have that out tomorrow but if something comes up, it comes up, man. What are you going to do? If it's not tomorrow, it'll be the day after. But I assure you, basically, everything's going to be in place by Tuesday. Do you know why it's going to be in place by Tuesday, Belle? Do you know why?
Because we've put the pressure on the dev team?
Because it has to. And I'm a naturally nice guy. All right. I believe the absolute best in everybody. But when I need something and I'm the one paying your salary, I don't care if you got to burn the midnight oil, man. All right. You want to continue this relationship, please respect my money, my time, and what we're doing. Best tech in the world is absolutely worth this without somebody out there selling it, evangelizing it. That's me. That's Belle. And hopefully it's all of you guys. It's all of the family. All people came along on this journey with us because I keep getting asked over and over and over. What is the token for Sigea? It's called Jackal. All right, let me say it again. The token for Sigea is called Jackal. You guys understand, and I'm going to break this down very, very basic for you. Effectively 60% of all revenue that is generated through Sigea Cloud goes directly to purchasing Jackal. Do you know why? Because we have to pay Jackal for the storage, and they didn't cut us a break. We pay list. Just like you, just like everybody else. The only difference between you and us is volume. We will have an awful lot more of it. 60% of our protocol of our earnings go directly into Jackal to pay for Jackal storage. We've been very, very careful this entire week laying out. We've been explaining it each and every time. What is a protocol? What is a token? What is a use case token? What is a protocol token? What do they do? What is a meme and what is fuel? We've been going over this all week. Today is more or less the culmination of all of those things. The best tech in the world is worthless if nobody knows about it. It is. I'm right. I'm 1,000,000,000% right. That's the hill I'm going to die on. So me and Belle are going to make sure that it is heard of. If you want to know why you would possibly evangelize Sigea Cloud on our behalf, if you own Jackal tokens, that's why. You ain't working for us, man. You're working for yourselves. This will work. And I'm going to lay out my entire case. I invited you up here personally, bro. I message personally to listen to my pitch because I'm right and you are a loudmouth. That's what I like. That's what I want. You and I don't agree on everything, but the fundamentals, the base that makes everything work, we are lockstep on. We see it perfectly eye to eye. And what I need is loudmouths. That's what I need. I need the social warriors. I need the people who go out there and say, fuck you, I'm right, everybody else is wrong. That's what I need. So let me lay out my case, and then you can take something from it or not. I need your guys' feedback. I need your feedback. All right, we are at capital call right now. That's pretty close. I mean, not exactly, but we're real close to capital call. And we got everything lined up. And we are going to absolutely explode this thing, but I need your help to do it. So before I get into it, it's kind of long, guys. All right, this is about 2,000 words. I've been writing for hours, but I wanted to make sure I got it right before I fed it out to you. So let me tip up here just a little bit. It's better if I'm happy. It's better if I'm a little bit tight before I do this. So Belle, do we have any questions, comments? If not, call out everybody by name, the people who have chatted on this stream, because I like to do that.
All right, so the neck. What a hot setup.
Oh, the neck. It's been a while, dude. What the fuck, man? We all thought you died. We literally, they were asking us, Belle, weren't they? They were asking about the neck last night. And I said, I think he died. He died or something. But He's a man of faith like me, so if he dies, he gets his ultimate reward. So I was happy for you. Not that you died, but I was happy, for the rest of it. Anyway, it's great, man. Great to have you here. Go ahead, Bill.
All right, Sigea fan. Bare feet versus fuzzy slippers versus fuzzy bare feet.
It's warm in here today, man. We live in Iowa. I live in Iowa. Belle lives in Iowa. It was 50 degrees this morning, and it's 88 degrees this afternoon, man. This is madness. I spent many, many years out in the desert. Many years out in the desert. I won't elaborate on where. I was military. I'm sure you could sort it out. And that was kind of the effect. That's why it sucks. That's why it's not fit for human habitation, just because of these wild temperature swings. Anyway, carry on, Belle. One more, and then I feel tight, so I'm going to go ahead and get to it.
All right, Channel Dad. Hello, my little son.
Really? You need me to answer that, Dad? Hello, Father. You old coot. You old borderline dysfunctional bad-eating coot. It's wonderful to see you, sir. I absolutely respect you as my father. Is that it? That's what you want to hear? I will bend the knee, sir. That's what he needs. My dad's a funny guy. Go ahead, Belle. One more, and I'm going to go ahead and do my pitch.
All right, so G Torres, since he saw Eric in chat, actually asking him, "Sup, Eric? Payment gateway almost finished. You building anything else Jackal related?"
Go ahead.
Eric
Belle.
did. Eric did respond to that one, actually. Says, okay, world pay sucks, working both with them and building ways around them, building more stuff's insurance, credit, and infra related, but all roads lead to Jackal.
All roads lead to Jackal. We've been saying that for a very, very long time, and I'm going to continue to say it. All right, so with that, guys, let me give you my pitch. All right, I'm looking for evangelists out here. And I don't know if you know this about me, but I take care of people who take care of me. Ask around about me. Ask around. So this is kind of my pitch. I want you to shift gears here a little bit. Shift your mindset. Because we ain't selling tokens, babe. What we're selling is something that I consider infinitely more valuable. And that's privacy. That's sovereignty. That's convenience. We can do shit nobody else can do. Let me tell you all about it and why I think this is the way to go. So I'm starting from top. Guys, I've been writing this all day. Give me a break. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, fellow data rebels, privacy warriors, and anyone who's ever felt the cold grip of big tech surveillance state squeezing your digital life, welcome. Now tonight, I want to talk about something primal. Talking to you, Sith Lord. Something unstoppable. Talking to you, Neck. I want to talk about what I'm dubbing the Jackal Effect. Picture this. Picture it. A lone jackal, just like on the icon, cunning and resilient, carving out its territory in the wild. Doesn't roar like a lion. Doesn't charge like a rhino. No. The jackal builds a den, a secure, unbreachable fortress, and invites others to thrive within it. That's the Jackal Network, a blockchain protocol engineered for one sacred purpose: safeguarding your data assets with ironclad security and true decentralization. There are no central overlords here, guys. There's no hidden backdoors. Just pure community-owned freedom. And on top of this beast, and it is a beast, apps like ours, Sigea Cloud, a mobile-first powerhouse for encrypted private cloud storage that puts you back in control. Upload your photos, upload your docs, upload your secrets, whatever, and watch them vanish into a decentralized vault that's encrypted end-to-end, powered by Jackal's tech on the Jackal Network. It's not just storage, it's sovereignty. Your data, your rules. Here's the magic of the Jackal Effect. You listening, Sith Lord? They built the protocol rock solid, and then they stepped back. The apps, they sell themselves. But through grit, through ingenuity, and Yeah, through the raw, organic fire of grassroots marketing. Now, why grassroots? I'm answering your question before you even type it out. Why grassroots? Because in a world that is drowning in paid ads and influencer facades, it's my belief that authenticity is the ultimate hack. Grassroots isn't about blasting budgets into the void. It's about igniting conversations in the trenches. Now, how does this work for us? Because it's cheap. It's dirt cheap, which means our customer acquisition costs stay razor thin. No multi-million-dollar Super Bowl ad spots, no VC-fueled vanity metrics, just real people, real stories, spreading the word like wildfire in dry grass. Give me just a second, guys. I got to take these off, Bell. I don't want to even mute myself even a little bit. Now for Sigea Cloud, it's right here. This isn't a tactic. It's our DNA. That's me. That's Bell. And it is our DNA. We're a decentralized app in a decentralized world. We empower users to own their data privacy. So why not empower them to own our growth? Low-cost acquisition isn't just smart business. Back me up here, Nick. People love you. It's the Jackal way. Efficient, predatory, and eternally adaptable. Damn, that's important. I want you to think about it, guys. All right, traditional marketing is like hiring mercenaries to storm the castle. Win or lose, they don't care. They get paid. But grassroots, that is training the villagers to rise up from within. It builds trust. It fosters loyalty. And it scales exponentially because it's earned. Now, studies show grassroots campaigns can achieve up to 10x the engagement of paid efforts at a fraction of the cost, and costs matter to us. Now, for Sigea Cloud, that means turning every user into an evangelist, every referral into a ripple that floods the network. We're not selling storage. We are selling liberation from iCloud's watchful eyes and Dropbox's data harvests. They're stealing from you. And we have a referral rewards program. It's frictionless and it's fuel for the fire. Download, share, earn, and watch the Jackal pack grow. But I don't want you to take my word for it. We're going to dive into legends, campaigns that started small, that burned bright, and that reshaped industries. These aren't fairy tales. They're blueprints. And I'm going to show you exactly how we can hack them for Sigea growth for the Jackal Effect. The Jackal Effect means Jackal go up, in case you were stuck on that. Now, first up, I'm going to talk about the Dropbox referral revolution, because that's what it was. Now, back in 2008, I know that was so long ago. Sith Lord doesn't even remember back that far. G. Taurus probably doesn't either. I know he's a young cat too. Dropbox was just another cloud storage hopeful. It was buried under tech giants. They could have poured cash into ads, but they didn't. Instead, they flipped the script with a simple, genius hook. Invite friends, get free space. Both Refer and Refer-E scored extra gigabytes. There were no flashy videos. There were no celebrity endorsements. Just pure viral incentives baked into the product. And what happened? What happened? Bell, you know what? I'm going to ask you, Bell. I want you to pay attention to me on occasion, too. What happened with the Dropbox referral program?
It exploded. It made Dropbox explode.
Explosive growth. In 15 months, they ballooned from 100,000 to 4 million users. It was a staggering 3,900% surge, all from word-of-mouth referrals that accounted for 60% of their signups. It was Grassroots at its purest. Users became the marketers because the reward felt personal, immediate, and it felt fair. Now, tie that to Sigea Cloud because we're already ahead. Our rewards per referral, they hit your account instantly. There's no strings. None. Imagine amplifying it Jackal style. Quote, secure your pack referrals. I love that, by the way, Belle. Can you please take a note because you know I'm going to forget about this afterwards. Secure your pack. Users share a unique link in their Discord, in their privacy forums, or their chats, anywhere. Hey, ditch Google Drive spying, lock your files in Sigea's decentralized den, and snag free storage. It's not just storage, though. It's a badge of rebellion. These days, it's a badge of rebellion. Early adopters in the Jackal community could see this in wallet groups, could see it in NFT drops, turning one download into a chain reaction. Now, low acquisition cost, check. Exponential scale, double check. They proved referrals aren't luck. They're engineered virality. Now, for us, here, me and Belle, it's the Jackal Effect in action. The protocol provides the secure backbone. Sigea Cloud, right here, guys, delivers the bait, and users hunt the growth. Now, I'm going to roll back it's actually forward, but, it came and it went, but it worked. The ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. Show of hands, who remembers this? Now, this happened. Thank you, Belle. Thank you. No, you guys get here. I get here. 2014. It was a simple dare. Dad, you might even remember this. Douse yourself in ice water. Stupidest thing I ever heard of. Douse yourself in ice water. Film it. Nominate 3 friends. And donate if you chicken out. It was started by a golfer with ALS. It exploded across socials. There was no budget, no agency. It was just raw emotion and fear of missing out. Now, celebrities jumped in, but the power was the masses. I want you to think about this for a second. I know it was so long ago, and nothing ever occurred 10 years ago. But 17 million videos on Facebook alone that they were viewed 10 billion times. And it raised $115 million globally for ALS research. It was huge. And that alone dwarfed the previous year's haul by 3,500%. It wasn't ads. It was a movement. People shared because it felt urgent. It was fun. And it was communal. Storm. User, fire. Now for Sigea Cloud, we can't do that, but let's bucket the data hoarders. Call it the Jackal Freeze Challenge. Users film themselves freezing out insecure apps. And you know what, guys? If you didn't know, that's all of them. But us. Deleting files from Dropbox or iCloud, uploading to Sigea, then dousing the ice water. Don't do this. Or a virtual animation of it. Tag 3 friends. Nominate your crew. Secure your data or feel the chill of exposure. Share on X, TikTok, Reddit, their privacy apps. Tie it to Jackal's ethos. Each challenge unlocks a free month of premium storage. And donations. We're more than happy to do this. Go to digital rights organizations like the EMFF or anything that Belle chooses. And if you have an organization you'd like her to donate to, Bella@thepodcast.com, Bella@sigea-cloud.io. Now, in crypto circles, where paranoia about hacks runs deep, something like this, one time goes nuclear. One viral thread in cryptography, and boom, thousands testing Sigea's encryption live. It's emotional. Fear of breach plus, this is important, thrill of control. It's shareable, and it's dead cheap. The ALS wave washed away obscurity. Now, our freeze could melt big tech's ice grip one user at a time, all while keeping customer cost of acquisition under $1 per user. Now, this one is a little bit more obscure, even though I think it was one of the most incredible grassroots campaigns that's ever been ran. Tom's Shoes, 1-for-1 magic. Show of hands, who remembers this one? Because Blake didn't invent buy one, give one. He weaponized it. It was launched 2006. For every pair sold, a pair to a needy kid. There was no TV blitz. There were just storytellers. Customers became crusaders, posting pics of their Toms with barefoot kids in Argentina. Social proof snowballed. Viral videos. Campus crusaders. Pop-up giveaways. And what was the result? From 0 to 300 million in sales in 5 years, with 10 million pairs of shoes donated. All grassroots fueled. I'm right about this. It tapped mission over margin. And that is what myself and Bella are about. Listen to my show for any length of time and tell me this is not accurate. Mission over margin. People bought for the cause, spreading it organically. Sigea Cloud echoes this. One secure upload for you, one encrypted tip for a privacy newbie. We could launch, easy. Jackal gives back. For every 10 gigabytes stored, we donate storage credits, activists, underdogs, anybody in data vulnerable regions. Think journalists in authoritarian states like the United Kingdom. Users share their impact stories. Quote, my files are safe. And now whistleblowers are too. We could host micro events, coffee meetups in tech hubs where Jackal evangelists. You notice I didn't say Sigea. I said Jackal, where they literally demo the apps, such as Sigea. And attendees get referral swag. We'll pay for all of it. This is not charity. It's co-creation. Like Tom's turned feet into a movement, we turn terabytes into a privacy uprising. Low cost. Events run on volunteer passion. They get something for it, but it's still passion. High loyalty. Users stick because they're part of the pack. And let's not forget Bitcoin's underground ascent. You guys know I'm no fan. I'm no fan of what it's become, but I'm a huge fan of what it was and how it started. There was no marketing team. There was no roadmap decks. Satoshi's white paper dropped in 2008, and it spread through cyberpunk forums, IRC chats, for those of you old enough to remember those, and hacker zines. Early adopters. They were coders. They were libertarians. Traded, preached. That's what they did. Grassroots evangelism. Meetups in basements. Blog rants on inflation. Memes mocking fiat. By 2013, from niche experiment to a $1 billion market cap, all word of mouth in echo chambers that became global cathedrals. It was the ultimate Jackal Effect avant. Solid protocol, proof of work, apps, wallets, bootstrapping, adoption. Now, Sigea, you're going to hate this analogy. You're going to hate it, but I'm going to use it anyway. We're Bitcoin for your bedroom server. See it in Jackal's Telegram, Cosmos hubs, or Solana degens tired of centralized protocols. Mine your privacy. Users mine by standing up storage providers, and they earn yields. I've long said the most profitable thing in crypto are going to be Jackal storage providers. You want to mine it? You want to ride up our coattails? Set up a storage provider. Forums buzz. Jackal's got my nudes safer than FTX. Had your Ethereum. I'm going to even pause here for a round of applause. Anybody old enough to remember that? Yeah, that's funny. It's authentic, guys. It's insider driven, and it scales on trust. Bitcoin didn't buy users. It freed them. Sigea does the same for data. So how do we launch this for Sigea Cloud? And it's simple. Step 1, arm your evangelists. That's what we're trying to do. We got referral kits ready for you. But I can't do the memes. I can't do the one-tap shares. I can't do AR filters showing data locks, just snapping shuts, because I don't know how to do that, but I bet you do. Step 2, fan the flames. Seed 100 beta users in privacy pods, and we will do it. Jackal Protocol, X-Threads, with hashtag Jackal Effect. Run hybrid events. I'll do it myself, because I got a hunch I'm going to be doing it myself. Virtual AMAs with Jackal founders. I can get them here. In real life pop-ups at CryptoCons. We don't have to do this. Me and Bell are doing in real life pop-ups at every small business expo that we can find. We are living our lives on the road because it's important. But we can track with zero fluff, CAC per referral, viral coefficient. Now, step 3, iterate like Jackals, A/B test challenges, reward top shares with whatever you need. You want NFT badges? I got a guy. Now, our budget, I'd seed $5,000 to start. ROI infinite. Jackal Effect isn't theory, all right? This is evolution. Sigea Cloud isn't launching, it's unleashing. Grassroots isn't cheap. It's clever. Join the pack. Help me out. Share your story. Secure the future. One referral, one challenge, one encrypted byte at a time. And I would ask you, I would beg you, who's with me? You keep saying, when Jackal go up, whenever you make it happen. Because our consumers are Jackal investors. If you want to know what I mean by that, please ask the Bell. Anyway, Bell, I think that went on well past the time that I wanted it to go on. But I was feeling this one, hon. This is what I believe. I believe I'm right. And I'm pretty sure everybody out there is just going to say, oh, Scott's full of shit. It'll never work. That's right. Because we're not selling tokens. Because we're selling a product that buys tokens. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting?
Funny how that works.
I know. So, Bell, if we got any comment, I want to use the rest of this, guys. I really want to do. Just get your comments, get your feedbacks, get your ideas. All right? Look, I ain't asking you for anything but a little bit of your time. Help me out. I'll give you free storage. All right? I can do that. That I can do. Help me out. If I have to do it alone, I'm going to do it alone. But I would love to have some evangelists with me, because what do you get out of it? I know. That's it. Look, man, I'm not fucking stupid up here. People want to know, what do I get out of it? What do you get out of it is simple. Jackal token go up. Let me explain something to you real quick. 61% of all Sigea Cloud revenue buys Jackal tokens. Did you know that? 61% of every single person who's paying us for data storage is buying Jackal tokens. 61% of our revenue goes to purchase Jackal. Do you know why? It seems like I talked about it, but I want to make sure that I'm hammering down on this. So that we can pay for the storage, so that we can pay for the sovereignty, so that we can pay for the convenience. That's our costs. 61%. Think about it. Bell, questions, comments, and I do have to pee, so I'm going to fire up a new song. But I a lot of liquid today, Bell. I've been out here for a while. Go ahead.
All right. So, yeah. Regarding Dropbox, G Torres, I remember referring myself a few times for that Dropbox program to get extra storage.
Yeah, why wouldn't you, man? Why wouldn't you? Look, we have very good profit margins, and the reason that we have very good profit margins over here on our side of it is because Jackal is so cheap. $15 per terabyte, man, is giving it away. Giving it away. Jackal is very, very cheap. And I made a bet with Patrick, and I'm pretty sure Bell remembers this, long time ago. I said, I will force you to scale. Do you remember that, Bell? Do you remember that, where we talked about?
Yeah, I do.
I will force you to scale quicker than you can even possibly anticipate. And the best problem that any protocol out here can have is being forced to scale due to their success. And I made that bet, and I'm going to live up to it. I will force them to scale. Force them to scale. I keep saying over and over, the most profitable thing out here in the crypto world, and I know everybody's jaded. You guys got your asses kicked by influencers because you listen to these dumb asses who are still trying to sell you Hyper, Aster, or any of these other meme token bullshit. They never sold you a product because they never had a product. We do. But I'm going to own this, and I'm going to win this bet. And eventually, give me a few months, I'm going to get Patrick sitting right there where Bell is sitting right now and say, Scott, you forced me to scale. That's the bet. I'm giving myself 3 months for it. You know what? Sure. I'll take. No, don't roll your eyes, Bell. She just rolled her eyes. I'm giving myself 3 months. That's it. After 3 months, I'm going to come up here, whatever date it is, I'm going to come up and say, you know what? I didn't make it, but this is what we did. We're going to force them to scale because we are simply buying too much data storage. I really should have said 6 months, shouldn't I have, Bell?
Probably.
Yeah, fuck it. I like a
But
challenge.
we'll see.
I like a challenge. You guys want to help me win the bet? There's nothing on the line, but you guys want to help me win the bet? Talk about Sigea Cloud. Be evangelist for us. I will take care of you. Bell, carry on, please.
Sith Lord actually just hit us with a $9.99 super chat saying, word of mouth is 100% the best for sure. I think the app is great, and you guys have made changes for everything everyone has asked for.
Yeah, like I said, bro, I got the new API. I don't know. I don't remember, dude, if you're Android or if you're iOS. Now, because I pushed the team so hard, and that's what I'm not I'm not in there. Row, you bastards. I'm not one of those kind of guys. But me and Bell are up against the wall here.
The row part is actually coming from me.
Yeah, we had to get it out, man. Look, we're out there. We're standing in front of 18,000 people on Wednesday. I need this shit working by Tuesday. So Bell, I can see Bell drinking too. She's feeling the heat as much as I am. But every single person that we manage to get to download the app is a potential 10x, because to use our app, you have to have people on the other side that also have the app. You guys understand how easy this is. That's why we have a freemium model. 2 gigs free for life, forever. Knock yourself out. Except for our testers. You guys get 50 forever. But we need the shit working. So right now, because the most dangerous thing and the most technical thing that we do here is exchanging encryption keys. That's what we mean when we're sharing files. When I send Sith Lord a song, I'm sending them an encryption key to unlock the song. All right, it's still mine. It's still sovereign. It still belongs to me, and I can withdraw that key from Sith Lord. We've already locked out that you can't, unless I give you permission to download what I sent you, you can't. We've actually locked out recording it. You can't take screenshots. You can't do screen captures. It doesn't work. We've disabled that. So it's your data. It is yours forever, man. And believe it or not, this is kind of funny, Bell. I'll share this one with you guys. Bohemian, even though we're Czechoslovakian. The thing that I was thinking of more than anything else is people are very, very loosey-goosey with their nudes. And Sith Lord, bro, I saw your pictures. You post them on what we're talking. I guarantee you that you've taken nude pictures and you've sent them to other people without even asking you for confirmation. I know that this happened. But girls do the same thing. Imagine how nice it would be if when you break up, you simply say, nope, we're out. And you withdraw all of those pictures. That technology doesn't exist right now. But it does. And it's called Sigea Cloud. We are thinking of every single avenue that we could possibly put out there to illustrate the fact that we are a data sovereignty chain. It's yours. It's yours forever. You want to pull him back from the ex-boyfriend? You got it. He took snapshots because that's just what you can do. Not with our app. Not with our app. Anyway, carry on, Bill.
All right. So Sith Lord coming in saying, okay, would love to see a mass deletion on the app. I think it will be easier to share the app to people when it's on the App Store compared to testing, sadly.
Yeah, and I know, man. That's it. And the ironical part for me is that the greatest violators of your trust, of your sovereignty, of your privacy our Google, Amazon, Azure, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. These are the guys that are digitally raping you. I'm using that word because it's accurate. Digitally raping you day after day after day. But until you get them to give you the thumbs up, saying, yep, we trust this, when you clearly can't trust anything about them, read their terms of service. We did. But we can't share it until the big tech giants give us the thumbs up and saying, yep, this is cool. We expect Android to go a hell of a lot farther and faster than iOS. We do, because we don't need permission to share Android. All right, Android is Linux. It's still out here. We don't need anybody's permission. We don't have to bend the knee to share our app. We can do that anywhere. So, yeah, it's just kind of interesting. I just think it's ironic, bro, that the greatest violators of your privacy and your trust, you won't do anything unless they say, yep, go ahead. It's funny to me, Bell. I don't know what else to say on. I think that's hilarious. Carry on, Bell.
All right. So Sith Lord followed by Old Man. Okay, I've asked people to test, but it seems hard. I'll help you guys out for sure with my butthole loud now, but
that's
yeah,
dude.
I'm editing.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm sure he was swearing. I swear. You guys have seen me lose my shit on the stream a time or two.
I'm trying not to demonetize
no,
us.
I know.
So.
I don't care. We earn about 8 cents on this stream. That's it, man. We keep doing this as a labor of love, but we don't earn any money. You need 15,000 viewers out here. And the only way we're going to get that is if I show you a chart and tell you this is when you should buy. That's the only way we're going to get that kind of viewership, and I'm not going to do that, man, because I have a soul. Because I understand where value comes from, because I understand how hard people work for their money. But these fucking douchebags that are up there telling you got to buy hype, they don't give a shit where your money comes from. All they know is they want it. That's what they know. I don't want your money. I want your data. That's what I want. I want to protect it. That's it. It's altruism on our part. But, it doesn't matter, man. I don't care about that. Yeah, dude, look, man, you're the evangelist that I'm looking for because you don't back down. Even when you're wrong, because you fired at me very, very aggressively and you were dead wrong about it. But I Charlie Kirked you. I listened and I gave my counterpoint. And that's it. That's what I'm here for. But I really don't need a whole bunch of people that are just going to sit there and listen and fire back. I need some goddamn attack dogs out there. That's what I need, Bell. I need the evangelists that are going to say, yeah, and poke the finger and all that other stuff. That's what I need. That's what we need. And what do you get out of it? Jackal, go up. I don't know how many different ways I can say this, but this is math, guys. This isn't speculation. It's fucking math. We get more customers. We secure more data. Jackal, go up, period. That's it. You want to know the nuance of it? Ask the neck, because he wrote the tokenomics. He's a little bit familiar with this. Hope that answered the question, Bell. One more, I'm going to play a song because I really got to pee. So pick one that you can answer. I'll queue up another song.
All right. So, Toot, you want people's money to provide them a private storage service. Still altruistic, but to an extent, but you want money. We all do.
We do.
I definitely agree with that. I mean, we've got to have money coming in. We've put everything we've got into this. We have got to get income coming in. Yeah. This is just the first step. We've got several others on the whiteboard, and one that development's actually begun on.
Yup. All right, Bell. Hey, I'm hitting the song. Say, we'll be right back here on the podcast on the KPOD network. Say that.
And we'll be right back here on the podcast on the KPOD network after this song.
The train keeps calling my name. Whistle screaming through my veins. Steel tracks hum like a beast in pain. Feel it deep. Feel it deep. Feel it deep. Ashes on my tongue, taste like sin. Oh, that train whistle blues takes my heart, takes my shoes. Oh, that train whistle blues. What's a girl gotta lose? Hey. Dust in my hair and my hands, dirty roads through broken lands, a shadow chasing a shadow man. Run to it, run to it, run to it. Wheels grind hard on rusted steel. Every turn cuts deeper, I can't heal. Oh, that train whistle blues burns my soul, burns my truth. Oh, that train whistle blues. What's a girl gotta prove? Oh, that train whistle blues breaks my heart, takes my truth. Oh, that train whistle blues. What's a girl gotta lose?
Oh, not much like Jack and Ray Bragate. So, brother. English way.
And ladies and gentlemen, I feel better. Boys and girls, cats, kids, welcome back to the podcast. Privacy purveyors, patriots, libertarians, all welcome back. Appreciate it. I glanced at the comments, Bill. I didn't mean to do that. You know I don't try to do that because I don't want to derail myself. I don't need the look either. You see that? That's the look I get as soon as the mouth purses. And any female out here within the sound of my voice, which I believe is Belle and Toot, and maybe Top Cat, because we don't really pack them in. I get the same look every time I do something like this. Let me tell you something, man. I want Sith Lord, all right? I want Old Man. I want Toot. I want evangelists, and I will take care of you. It's important. All right, this is bigger than me being able to spike the football and telling all the crypto. See, right here, you guys were wrong the entire time. We were right. It's much bigger than that, man. This goes to...
Hey, we've got 3. We've got Old Man's wife, too. She's listening.
Oh, great. Okay, there you go. There's 3 females. And I know since I've lost weight, I've become much more attractive to all of you. But cool your jets, all right? Easy. All right, I'm... I was going to say something. I wasn't going to. 4. I'm sorry, Belle. Yes, there you go. Hold up the figures. Go ahead. Hold them up again. You're on the big screen. 4. Yeah. My monologue and my little pitch here was very, very meaningful to me. I don't know if you guys can tell it because, God, I feel it, man. I'm right there and I'm right. And I want to see something that we literally haven't seen since a cache. I want to see a use case protocol just absolutely balloon off. You guys keep in mind, man, look, I was buying a cache at 12 cents and I was selling it at $4.80. Not because I don't believe in the protocol. I'm all in on Cosmos right here, Cloud 2.0. All right, that's it. That's the message. That's what they should get behind, but they won't because leadership, I don't know what they're thinking. But the only thing that they're thinking is, what can we do to hold on to our treasury, hold on to our jobs so that we never actually have to produce anything? That's it. That's the best way, and it's the crypto way, but it's certainly not my way. I want Jackal to do that. You bet your ass. I want you all to make a whole shitload of money. You want to dump your tokens? Dump your tokens. It won't matter because once we get rolling, these guys right here, that's right on my shirt. If you want a shirt, hit up Bell. We can see what we can do for you. But once we get rolling, I want to spike the ball on everybody who tried to degen this token with the weight of the world against them, so that they can say, fuck, I sold too early. You're all going to say that. I cannot wait for that moment, man. I just can't wait. If you want to know good ways to be able to leverage your existing protocol, your tokens, so that you can actually take that money, put it to work, put it out and do anything, we got the neck. Have you guys ever heard of him? Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And we'll lay you out step A to step B to step 3. I did that on purpose, Bell. A to B to 3. I think that's funny. He'll lay out every single case. This is what you do. You can earn your maximum yield, keep your money working. That's always smart, to keep your money working. And yeah, that's why we have one of him, who also happens to be sitting on the board of directors of these guys right here, because we only want the best. Eric's the best. So yeah, there's a lot that we have going on behind this, but there isn't a single one of you out here that's going to work as hard as me, that's going to work as hard as Bell. Do you think I like being out of town? I love it. I cannot wait to get away from all of my comforts so I can go live in a goddamn hotel room and approach people who have never heard of us over and over and over. But that's what we need to do. That's it. That's the case. That's the mission. We can't throw $5 million at a Google ad blitz. It would be meaningless. Grassroots. That's it. We are that different from everything else out there on the market or in the world. We are that different that we're going to have to go door to door. I told you guys this 18 months ago. I will go door to door if I have to, and now we're starting to go door to door. I understand it's a little bit difficult to share. Bear with us. Bear with us. We'll get it there. But we have to get it there right. There are so many MVP solutions. By the way, to answer your question, Bella and I talked about this. We're not going to get the one-click all-file transfer in at launch. We're just not going to. All right, we have to launch MVP. That's a big feature. We can't get feature crept on that. But it will be the very first feature that we're putting in on the very first update. Every one of our updates has to have an MVP solution in that update. Bug fixes, fixing words, fixing verbiage, moving things around, no big deal. That's customer feedback. But every single one of these is going to have simple MVP listing or portions of the updates. That's going to be our very first one. I think it's critical. I think it's absolutely critical. Do you want to transfer your data from existing cloud platforms? I do. Who, how, and we'll take care of it. I think it's absolutely essential. Will our servers handle it, Bell? Do you think our first servers can handle that kind of mass migration? Because those are big numbers. That's a lot of bandwidth. That's a lot of data. Are our servers going to handle that?
You know what? If we fill up the servers because of too much traffic, we'll spin up another one.
Yep.
If between those two they can't handle it, we'll spin up another one.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
We've got a cache for days, so I'm not concerned.
Yep, and we got render behind them. We got anchor behind them. There's no limit to us in decentralized servers that we could spin up. Tons and tons and tons. It is what it is. Bell, questions if we got any.
New type. Why be all in on Cosmos if we all know they're not going to do the right thing?
Honestly, bro, it doesn't matter to me if they do the right thing. I'm simply giving them an alternative. All right. If you guys would like to pull your collective heads out of your collective asses and actually lean into something positive. I know this is weird because we don't do this in crypto, but actually showcase to the entire world that there's an alternative to every single problem that you spend all your time illustrating. Anybody can come up here and say you're full of shit. I know I do it for years. But when I say you're full of shit, I say why and I say how to fix it. I've been very good at that, about that. Ask around. New type, you yourself, man. Me and you have butted heads over and over and over. But the things that we agree on, we agree fundamentally. Between new type, between Sith Lord, all the people that I've gotten into the ring with over the years, we've always done it respectfully. But the things that matter are the things that we agree on the most. Why do I keep doing it? Because I'm contrarian, bro. When they keep fucking up, I keep getting on board heavier and heavier and heavier. I can literally fix Cosmos for you right this second. Let me run it. That's it. There you go. You want a solution? You've listened to me for years. You know my ideas are correct. You know my method is correct. You know my branding is correct. You know that I have the muscle behind me to actually make this happen. You want to do it? Let me run it. But see if you can get that passed. Because current management is entrenched for the purpose of being entrenched. They have no ideas. None. They're still going field of dreams. After all of these years, all these failures, the cataclysmic collapse of this, they're still going field of dreams. Don't worry, we're right. We just got to wait. Fuck waiting. I don't wait. I could do the same thing with Jackal. I could do the same thing and just say, wait till somebody else builds Sigea Cloud on Jackal. I could have done that. And I didn't. I said, nope, all in. I'm dead broke. I'm living on credit. But I said, nope, we can wait for something to happen or make something happen. And we opted to make something happen. I'm right about this. And I could fix Cosmos. Hey, Scott for president. Why don't you take that up and see how that one goes? Anyway, Belle, carry on.
All right. So, do you have some type of marketing material that you can get me to link or post on LinkedIn about this new technology and beta testing?
Yeah, I think we got one pages made up, Belle, yeah? I mean, we're distributing one pages, so I assume we have one pages. Yeah.
I mean, that's what you spent today working on. You're going to have to double check the graphic placement, but yeah.
You know what? Jason is my ace on this. You know he's been doing marketing and management and all that shit for 30 years. I have a tendency to completely defer to him on this stuff, but I can't make the final call. You make the final call. I just add my little tidbits in there, so it is what it is. I'll tell you what, bro. We'll get you a one page as soon as Bella and I are satisfied with this. We'll give you a one page, and it will happen within the next day or two. You know why? Because we fly out Monday, and we're standing in front of 18,000 people, man. It has to be right. If we seem stressed, if Belle looks very, very dour right now, it's because the whole world is on our shoulders right now, and we have to make this work. We don't have a choice. That's the funniest part about this whole thing, Belle. She doesn't see the humor in it, but I do because I'm just a naturally upbeat kind of guy. We have to make it work. You know why? You know why? Because if I don't, I'm bankrupt. And I mean, not just a little bit bankrupt. I mean, like all the way. I don't even have anything left to rebuild with. That's how bankrupt I am. And when you are staring down the barrel of that gun, it's amazing how motivated you get. It's amazing how motivated you get. We're going to fix this. Yort, I hear your question. Not a problem, bro. We're going to provide you with whatever you need. You tell me what you need, and I'm going to make sure that it's going to be in your hands. Sharing, referrals, all that stuff's going to get much, much easier inside of the next 2 weeks. But I want to start getting the message out now. I don't want to deliver and then hope something happens. I want to generate hype, and then we assuage it. That's my thought here. Anyway, if you guys got other ideas, please let me know. Belle, carry on. You're muted.
All right,
oh,
old
no,
man.
yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. You look very pretty tonight, Belle. I'm gotta counter that. I'm sorry. I fucked up.
Thank you.
Yeah, go.
All right. Old man, could you imagine Scott being in charge
No.
of the Cosmos?
You know what? You guys wouldn't believe what would happen to Scots and Cosmos. All right, because Cosmos is no longer the Cosmos. It is, because you never, ever kill off the original. You know, Coke became New Coke, but Coke still existed. This would simply be Cosmos Cloud 2.0. That's what we're rebranding as. Every single thing that you need to stand up any kind of decentralized network exists right here, right now. Now, Cosmos won't lean into it. They refuse to lean into it because their idea is we're going to build more chains. I'm going to hit a round of applause on that, Belle. You know I'm right. Go back and look. Look at their posts. Look at their things. Their whole thought process is the way to fix this is to build more chains. How many times can you fail downwards before you realize, damn, maybe this ain't right? Do you want to get out of a hole, Belle? You know the best way to get out of the hole? Do you know this?
What's the best way to get out of the hole?
Stop digging. That's the best way to get out of the hole. But we didn't do this. But no, it's not even a buntis. It's an obvious solution to any goddamn redneck hillbilly out here. We all know that to get out of the hole, you got to stop digging. But for some reason, new management upon new management upon new management, they show up with shovels. And I'm like, what are you doing here, man? If nothing else, let's take away the shovels and let's just give them spoons so they can't dig as fast. All right, that's my solution right now. Cosmos Cloud 2.0. We're already starry. We already have the stars. We already have the the world and all this other stuff. We're Cloud 2.0. All right, Web 3 worked because the verbiage. Web 3 worked. Right now, Cloud 2.0. Nobody's using it. Let's use it, and then let's illustrate how it's possible with apps, with chains, with all these things interconnected that show up on your goddamn phone in a way that traditional clouds simply can't do. There's no way you can't see this. I'm saying this directly to Mags. There's no way you can't see this. Because if you can't, you're the wrong guy, period. Bell, carry on.
All right. So a comment just came in that really has me bloody irritated right now, and I am going to change this.
Go.
Or I am gonna take this. Genity. Here we go again with Saving Cosmos. Exit stage left for me. See you guys next stream, where we will actually be talking about Jackal and Sigea, hopefully.
Later.
Please no more false advertising. All right. That obviously shows that you missed the first 30 minutes of the show. Cosmos got brought up due to a comment. Your comment there, Genity, was uncalled for and unappreciated. Bye-bye.
There you go. Rate the rant, guys. We haven't done that in a long time, Bell. I miss that. Look at your eyes. You know what? You're just shooting. Look at this. Look at the guy. I'm going to bring this up.
Well, this is the same person. This is the same person who tried to call my app a shit show yesterday in the Jackal unofficial price chat. An app that I have sunk everything I've got into. And you're calling it a shit show. You're done. I am done with you. Goodbye.
Take care of it, huh? Look, I don't question your producer. I don't question your judgment on this. You want to kick him, kick him. You want to block him, block him. I don't give a shit. I've been dealing with this for years, guys. In case you weren't aware of this, I get more hateful comments. I get more bullshit emails. Man, I get absolutely ravaged on this. I'm okay with it because I know I'm right. I don't know. You can call it righteous. I don't. I call it profitable. All right. Even if you hate me, you're watching. I want people to love me or love to hate me. That's it. That's it. I am that binary. Either way, it gives me the same result. We're at a very high pressure point on Sigea Cloud. I don't know if you can tell. It's a very, very high pressure point. I'm dealing with it the way I deal with it. Bell's dealing with it the way that we deal with it. But yeah, man, look, we don't got massive VC funding, man. We're making this trip. By the way, that's 2 humans for 5 days. That's flight, hotel, that's everything. And we're doing this for $1,700. That covers all of it. That's conference fees, hotels, flights, meals, everything. We're doing this for $1,700. Guys, that's chump change. All right, that is almost laughable that we would do it because we realize that we can pack our own food. We don't have to eat on the road. We can, pack some stuff so that we don't have to do that. That we can get really, really cheap rooms at bad hotels at $39 a night as opposed to $160 per night at the Hilton. We realize that we can do this because we don't have any money, because we don't have that. Our runway is limited. That's it. You guys want to help us out? Fucking tip. All right? I would love that. That's not going to happen, but there you go. The people who change everything are the people who are willing to sacrifice. And believe it or not, we're sacrificing. Anybody want to come out on the road with us? Bella@thepodcast.com. And I'm sure she'll lay it out. You want to see how we work? Come see how we work. It sucks, but it's worth it. Long term, it's worth it. because we're going to change everything. I believe that all the way up and down, and because I have the latest iteration of Sigea on my phone and you don't. So yeah, so anyway, fun. Belle, please carry on. Did anybody rate your rant? Did you get any numbers, or are we past that now?
Yeah, okay. So Yort, old man, both a 10 out of 10 on that one.
You know what? You pack of pricks. You guys never give me a 10 on shit. All right,
Actually, a couple people, during your monologue did give you a 10 on that one.
No, you know what? Every time I lose my shit and I throw my headphones and throw my hat down, you guys always give me 8s or 9s or anything like that. Fuck you.
Yeah, Mackenzie just dropped a 10 out of 10 for me as well.
There you go. See, and I'll give you another round of applause, Belle, because you don't get to do that. Look, man, we don't want you to love us. Just want you to listen to us. If you agree with what we're saying and the realm, and Mackenzie, I know you're a Corium guy, bro. I told you flat out, any 20% of any revenue that Corium sends our way, I will return to Corium in any way, shape, or form that you want. Do you want us to delegate it or send it over to the Corium Foundation? We'll send it to the Corium Foundation. Do you want us to send it to you? We'll send it to you. Corium is a great, big, enormous, passionate community. And I want them, but I can't build on Corium because you don't have any fucking storage over there. So I build on Jackal. But there's no reason you can't leverage our efforts for 20% of the return on it. Show me anybody else out here in blockchain that'll make you that offer. And I'm making it to you right now. I know that you reposted it. I know that you retweeted it. And you know what you got for that? Absolute dead silence. It cost you nothing. And I'll give you 20% of the revenue you send my way, man. Huge numbers. Help me help you. Belle, carry on.
All right. Yeah, okay. G-Tor is dropping the comment. Bella had 10 times more energy than Scott. My screen almost shattered.
That hurts, Carlos. I know your name is Carlos. My name is Scott. Sir, it's a pleasure to meet you. What do you want from me, bro? I'm sorry. Now I'm not going to lie. I'm a little bit hurt. All right. I try to stay impassioned. I try to stay focused. I try to get my point across. Is that what you need from me, is for me to lose my shit and Hulk my shirt? I'll do that. All right. I've lost a lot of weight, man. I'm more than happy to stand up here topless now. Is that what you need? Because suddenly Belle loses her shit and you are 10 times better than Scott. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little bit hurt. I'm a little bit hurt, man. I thought we had something. All right, I thought we had something. I said if I was ever going to be shipwrecked, Belle, back me up because I said this. I said if I was ever going to be shipwrecked, I want to be shipwrecked with Carlos. I do. I said G Taurus. That's who I want to be shipwrecked with because I think that'd be awesome. We'd have a lot to talk about. Now I think I want to be shipwrecked with Sith Lord or Old Man. Me and Old Man, my God, forget about it, man. The shit that we would come up with. Oh, man, that would be epic. Well, he's an old hillbilly. I'm an old hillbilly, man. We fix the world, all right? Little duct tape, little ingenuity, and so yeah, let's throw a little epoxy in there and see what happens. That's old man. I think. Anyway, carry on, Belle.
Yeah, okay. Mackenzie was actually saying, okay, you as well were a 10 out of 10.
Well, thank you. Ex post facto. I always get an ex post facto, Belle. After I lose it. You don't think I got feelings, man? I'm front line in this shit, man. I am the trench. All right, people, well, they're in the trenches. I am the trench, man. I am the levee. All right, I'm the levee that tries to keep this shit breaking over into our team. Man, I'm on the front lines day after day after day. So while I appreciate that, before you said what you said to Belle, it might have been cooler. I'm having such a good stream. This is fun. I like going live every night. You guys keep tuning in. We'll keep going live. Carry on, Belle.
All right. So, yeah, Scott was getting some 10s on rant back in the Terra Luna days.
Oh, my God. You guys remember that shit? Before we learned from things like that, but it still turns out that we haven't learned by things like that, from things like that. Belle, do me a favor real quick. This is sidebar, complete sidebar. Open up CoinGecko and pull up Aster. Pull up Aster, because I like to illustrate the stupidity of this space and how it doesn't really matter how many times you get kicked in the balls. People still line up to get kicked in the balls. They can't wait to get kicked in the balls. I actually vibe coded a game called Sack Tap. You guys might have heard about it. It functions. Jason will back me up. He saw it, and Bell, I made a video on it. Nobody cares.
Aster is at $1.90.
Yeah, pull it up for the chart for the week, because this is a very, very old token, and you got Binance behind it. So that's all that matters, is because we trust brands, and Aster is going to change the entire world. See, what it is you buy it and it goes up. Let me say that again for the guys in back. I'm even going to go big screen. See, what it is it's a token that if you buy it, it goes up. Yeah. That will change the crypto space, because we've never had an idea like this before. We've never had this very theory before. Hex. We've never had an idea this before. Effectively 15 million meme coins that have been burned to dust. But this one's different because it's got celebrity endorsement. We know that's all that matters. Bell, carry on.
All right. So regarding that, old man, Terra Luna destroyed me. I threw that wallet away, and I was there with you.
Yeah, man, I got wrecked. I got absolutely savaged on that, man. Look, I didn't see it. I'm more than happy to admit I missed. Oh my God, I missed on that. It happens. But the difference between me and apparently the rest of the Web3 world is that I learned from my mistakes. That was a nut kick like you wouldn't believe. But I learned from that. I evolved from that. That's the difference between people who can actually recognize a mistake. And it doesn't seem like Web3 has any interest in this. Trump coin doesn't, will happily buy into whatever's new and fresh. Melania will happen to just embrace something because it's new. Trump, Aster, hype, all that other bullshit. You guys want to get kicked in the balls. You cannot wait to get kicked in the nuts, because it's worth the credibility to get absolutely destroyed so that you can say, I believed this jerk off. That's it. Get away from this shit. Bell, carry on.
Abdul, love your shirt, Scott, especially the inscriptions on it.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. Look, privacy in your pocket, babe. Look, it's right down the sleeve. All right, anybody wants a shirt, bell@thepodcast.com. I got to pay to get them made. They cost $20. I'll sell it to you for $20. I'll pay the shipping. All right, it's in my interest for you to wear a shirt like this. Bell, carry on.
All right, Toot. Oh, I had to go for a little bit. I missed a Bella rant. Yeah, I lost it due to the actions of somebody.
Yeah, Bell's taking this a little bit harder than I am. I'm just better armored. All right, I'm a blacksmith by trade. I make 15th and 16th century medieval armor, the high period. That's my jam. Yeah, look, you guys want to see something? I never even showed this on the stream, I don't think. I'll do it now. Go to the next question, Bell.
All right, so old man, I mean hats get made. I'm in.
Yeah. I don't have any hat. I jammed out my microphone here. Carry on, Bell.
All right, new type, Aster, a token that's printing $13 million in fees and revenue every 24 hours. Yeah, I'll buy that.
That is crypto. Yeah, I never really get into some of my stuff. So what you guys are seeing right here, this is a 15th century. This would be considered late period 15th century German High Gothic. And it's really, really cool. Look, you guys see these things here? I never get to show them. You see these little pieces of metal. They don't look terribly impressive. The protection level that these things offer, they're called gussets. And what they do is they collapse as you bring your arms in across you. That means that I can cover a greater amount of your chest and still let you maintain all of your mobility. Things like this actually literally changed the world. I made this one, and I have lots and lots of this stuff. All right, look, man, I go from crypto back to 15th century armor. I just like to make things, and this is one of the things I made. This is called fluting. This is a basically a standard design. There's nothing really terribly special about this. This is called a fold. This is called a placard. This is called the breastplate. The breastplate is actually only this upper plate part. This is a placard, and the placard could be worn all by itself if you were to put something, wear it over the top of something like chain or there's just tons of different armors that you can put up, and you put that up there. You want to protect your belly. All right, gut shots hurt, and you die slowly from them. So you want to put as much steel over your belly as you possibly can. I make that happen. That's what I do. So in the event that we have a zombie apocalypse, I'm your absolute best friend. All right, this is 1050. This is 44 HRC hardness. All right, there ain't a zombie in the world that's gonna bite through this shit. I got you, Belle. Carry on.
All right. Yeah.
What a sidebar, huh?
Yeah, it was. All right. So two
this week.
So two, beautiful work, Scott. Followed by G Torres. Aster is different. CZ owns like 90%. People are saying that it's a good thing. Definitely easier for him to control the price where he wants it to go.
Well, of course, man. Of course. Now, read back your comment to yourself and ask me why I would be skeptical just a little bit. I know what you're going to say. Yeah, but he's already wealthy, because one of the secrets to wealth is to make sure that you do not want to get wealthier. You're just happy. You capped. All right. You're good. Now you want to give back to the world. Tell me if that sounds accurate, because that is the entire message behind this thing. You want to get burned to death? Go for it, man. Knock yourself out. I follow it. I'm going to trend with it, and I guarantee you, this bitch goes quick. Belle, carry on.
Sith Lord, that's pretty cool looking. Always wanted to go to a Renaissance fair. Heard there's some nice ones in Ohio.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I think the Ohio Renaissance Fair is going on right now.
Yeah, I think it is. Sith Lord, I saw your images, and you should post pics, dude. You're jacked. All right, you take care of yourself. I could turn you into a fucking monster. You have no idea what I could do. I take strong men and I make them invulnerable. That's what I do. It's a skill. All right, blacksmithing, doing what I do is an absolute skill, and I'm very, very good at it. I take big men and I make them invulnerable. I take little bitty women like Belle and I turn them into Joan of fucking Arc. That's what I do. Yeah, dude, you're a big cat, dude. You have no... All these people, well, we have a knife attack in London. It's like, fuck, I'll send in my Sith Lord. Armor up, bro. We'll strap you in. You're good. All right? I got you, man.
You know
You're
what?
good.
The biggest thing you'll need to go with that armor are the Voider patches, and I've got that covered.
Yeah. You know, aside from Henry VIII's field suit, and there's only one ever made, we're always vulnerable at the armpits. We're vulnerable at the inside of the elbows. But Belle makes mail, and we're talking welded or wedge riveted, whatever. And we cover up those patches. And when you cover up those patches, dude, you fear nobody. None. Everyone, well, he's got to pull his sword. He doesn't need a sword. All right. You don't need that thing. If you're fighting unarmed peasants or, crazy new engineers that are moving into like Ireland and Scotland and the UK, yeah, you don't need a weapon, bro. You are a weapon. That's what I do for you. Anyway, carry on.
All right. So, yeah. Sofa Ninja, impressive craftsmanship, Scott.
Yeah, man, I've been doing it forever and ever, man. That ain't even the good stuff, dude. I'll tell you what. I'll post some pictures on the Discord. The best armor is my armor. Sorry, it is what it is, man. I like to fight. I've been jousting for. I don't do it anymore because I'm old. But I've been jousting for years and years. I'm a big fan of the Frog's Mouth helm. If you want to see mine, I'll give you some images of that. Yeah, it's a skill. It's a tough one, man, because there's really nobody left to learn from. Nothing teaches as well as somebody who knows how to do it. And try to find one. Try to find somebody who specializes in high period German or Italian, man. It's very rare to find. So it was a lot of trial and error. Belle will attest. I have more good armor littering my floor than I have on my mannequins. Because if it ain't right, that's it. We're done. We can't fix it. It didn't work out. I was wrong. We start from scratch, and I got a lot of really good armor just laying on the floor. When it's done, I smash it on the ground. I kick it to the goddamn wall. I'm irritated as hell. You want to see a rant? Watch me brick the fluting. Fuck! I mean, it's loud too, man. You can't pound it out. All right, I can pound it out, but I just weakened that spot. And I'm not going to sell something that's substandard. I'm just not going to. And I know that even the best that I could do hardening that, it's going to be maybe 28 to 30 HRCs, and I demand 44. It'll never work, all right? Because if for some reason the zombie apocalypse happened or you got hit with an arrow in that part, my armor's not going to stop it, and I'm not going to have that. If it's got my mark on it, I guarantee it. So, yeah, appreciate it, man. Anyway, I'm sorry. This is way terrible sidebar here, Belle. Go ahead and carry on. I know we're over time.
All right. So, G Torres, damn, that breastplate looks clean.
It is, dude. That one's taken hit.
Well,
it was an early one, dude, and yeah, that thing has been cracked by shit that you wouldn't believe. If you can see my swords back here, I got this big one on top. It's called a flamberge. This is a 12th century beast weapon. Sith Lord would be carrying this sword. It's just a massive chunk of sharpened steel. It has no particular subtlety to it. Think about the 14th, 15th century Landskinecks. These guys just carried like 12-pound cleavers. They're big ass swords, but they weigh about 12 pounds. Only strong men can swing these things. I took a crack right across the chest with that. I flew back like 6 feet in the air. I'm looking at my sabatons. That's the armor that goes over your feet. I'm looking at my sabatons in the air as I'm flying back. And when I landed, this very breastplate right here, it did not show a mark. There's not a single mark across this thing. It absolutely took the blow, but physics are a bitch. And when you a weapon that heavy, smash it across your chest. I missed it, man. All right. I missed it. That's what the armor's for. Yeah, I flew, man, like 5 feet in the air. I was I smashed down, but the breastplate held up. Appreciate the comment, Belle. Carry on.
All right. So, old man, I could never be a blacksmith, but when it comes to melting and making the metal, I'm all about that.
Yeah, dude. Look, I don't know how to make or melt I don't know how to melt or make the metal. All right. It's called a supply chain. I don't know how to make plate steel. I know how to form and harden plate steel. That's what I know how to do. I always need somebody to make the raw materials. Welcome to the supply line. Jackal is the raw material. All right. Sigea Cloud is this is Sigea Cloud right here. All right. I can't think of a better analogy, but I couldn't make this without Jackal Protocol. Bell, carry on.
All right. So, next one coming in from Sigea Fan. Just wanted to say this is a great stream tonight. 11 out of 10.
I appreciate that one, bro. We're going to give you a round of applause. Guys, look, that's Nuclear Chicken, man. He's been with us forever and ever. He's family. All the way up and down, he's family. I should go grab those German mitten gauntlets, shouldn't I? They're right there, man. You guys haven't seen anything like this, man. If you want to punch through brick walls, I got you. All right. I know how to do it, and I got you. Bell, carry on.
All right. So, next one coming in from Sith Lord. For zombies, I don't have a plate like that, but I do have 2,000 rounds of 5.56.
Yeah, and that's great, bro. Look, you see this right here? I don't know if you guys can see it. This is called an FNFAL. Anybody who's into firearms is deeply familiar with this weapon, man. It is iconic. All right, 308. This particular one is semi-automatic because that's all I'm allowed to own because I don't have a class for. But you know what? Things like, let me see if I can do this without knocking everything off. But you know the fun thing, this is called a flamberge, and this is for somebody like some big ass animal like Sith Lord. And as you guys can see, this thing is nothing but a straight chunk of 1090 hardened with I left the we left the forging on it. That's what this thing is for, because even though you have 2,000 rounds, this thing has any strength that you may or may not have left in your body. This bitch will keep hacking and hacking and hacking. And yeah, if you cut the head off the zombie, I think that's good, right, Belle? That's all you really need. Just hack it off and then step on the head.
You don't even have to cut it completely off. You just have to give a headshot.
Yes. This is bronze, by the way. This is bronze. These are little skulls. You got to have the artistry in this sometimes. YouTube, don't take down the video. This is not a real weapon, right? It's not 1090 high carbon steel. It's not any of those things. All right. It's simply for show. So don't.
It's a souvenir that we picked up.
It's a souvenir I picked up somewhere. Anyway, carry on, Belle.
All right. So G Torres, I agree. 11 out of 10 stream.
I appreciate that, man. Look, it's tough out here, man. Believe it or not, one of our wallet, I just call him the wallet. It's not his name, but I call him the wallet. He's the guy who's going to make sure that we get over the top. Yeah, he actually texted me or called me. Belle was listening to the call. I put it on speaker. Just yelling at me, why do you keep doing this? Why do you keep going live over and over and over? You have an excellent production and nobody listens. Why are you wasting your time? Because I don't consider it a waste of my time. You guys are family to me, all the way up, all the way down. You guys are family. You've been with us through feast. You've been with us through famine, and you never quit on us. So I will never, ever, ever quit on you. I don't care if we're talking to just G Torres. We're going live. I don't care if we're talking to G Torres and Sith Lord. We're going live. You guys tune in. You give us your time. That is the most valuable thing that you can give to us. And I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that I get what's on my mind into your mind. You want to see armor, I'll show you armor. You want to see weapons, I'll show you weapons. I'll do any of that stuff, man. But you guys are absolutely everything to us. Everything. So if you're going to continue to support us, we're going to continue to go live. That's right, John. That's why I do it. Sometimes it's about more than views. Sometimes it's simply about the connection. That's it. That's what we're here for. Belle, go ahead.
All right, old man. I will attest to this. Belle has grown out of her shell. Well, thank you, old man. I mean, that is very much appreciated.
You know what? No. Here you go. This is Belle's response now. Old man, you'll appreciate this one.
Lick my balls. Yeah, say that all the time.
I never get to play that one. I don't know if you have balls.
Yeah.
How the fuck would I know?
I don't have those.
What about that? You know that I see that Dylan Mulvaney or whatever the fuck that real garish one is. I don't know what that's called. I don't know if it has balls either. Maybe you do. I don't know. Go ahead, Belle.
All right. Anyway, Sith Lord, I would bring a long sword. Sith Lord, I know you did type in later that you had to bounce. We'll talk swords after. Yeah. There are way better options than a long sword. Yeah, I've got a few.
I'll do entire streams dedicated to this, man. You guys are in my wheelhouse. All right, 100%. I'll show you armor. I'll show you weapons. I'll show you fighting styles. I'll show you whatever. I'm a big fan of Fiore. Belle's more of a German gal. If you guys want to talk about this stuff, man, these are the best streams I could possibly ever do.
You've got that wrong. I am a big Fiore. I use Fiore to screw with my opponents. Are you kidding?
Yeah, you should stick with German, Belle. I'm just saying. Anyway, carry on.
All right. So anyway, not Mirek, flail all the way.
Flails, yeah, you know, no. I'm not going to dismiss that. All right.
I'm not going to dismiss it immediately either. They were very effective. However, if you are a novice, the likelihood of you hitting yourself with one is higher than with a sword.
Yeah, that's funny. It's a very, very high skill threshold weapon, but it's a devastating weapon. All right, look, you're not getting through my armor. Let me spare you the mystery. You're not getting through my armor. All right, if it's got my mark on it, you aren't getting through it with a conventional weapon. You're just not. But if you can pulverize the bones or the skull or anything underneath it, then the armor's kind of meaningless, isn't it? All we are is a slightly bigger target because physics. Metal takes up space. I make you a little bit bigger than you were. Flails were excellent weapons if in the hands of a skilled opponent. I cannot armor against it. There's nothing that I can do to armor against it. By the time you're fully encased in my steel, you're not carrying a shield because you are a fucking shield. But a flail and heavy, heavy weaponry like that completely negate the armor if you don't know how to defend yourself. It's chess, man. All right, medieval combat was not checkers. It's 100% chess. Hope it answered the question. Bell, carry on.
All right. So, yeah, that was actually the Sigea fan chiming in saying, love the FNFAL.
Perfect. Yes. A more iconic weapon does not exist. Now, this particular one, the problem with the FNFALs, the way they came off the line, is they have a very, very heavy trigger pull. It's a light machine gun. All right, it's a light machine gun, and when you're talking about machine guns, we really don't care that much about accuracy. We care a lot more about volume of fire, suppression. That's what they're for. This particular one was sent over to a particular guy in Colorado that built a custom trigger mechanism and has a 2.1 pound trigger pull. I can pit the ace with this bitch from 600 meters. Semi-automatic, 308, very, very capable round. And I could pit the ace with this bitch from 600 meters, man. That trigger pull, oh, man, I know you shoot. You won't even know you pulled the trigger, man. And with this weapon and this platform, considering how heavy it is, I got a bipod on the front of it. Yeah, it's just, there you go, man. You took care of business. That's what it's for. And I'm sure, yes, YouTube is going to pull us down for this. They don't like us talking about weaponry on here. I like to think I'm doing it in a roundabout way.
We can talk about them. We just can't show them, especially firearms. I don't think they really care about swords.
Yeah, you remember we did a stream with Guy. That's our Guy's gun shop, by the way. Anybody's looking for firearms accessories, Guy's going to hook you up. He pulled out the MG4. He pulled out the MG34, and anybody who's a fan of military is going to be deeply, deeply well aware and familiar with the MG34. As soon as he pulled that thing up and showed it, we got YouTube kicked us. They just shut down the stream immediately, almost like AI is just looking for something like that. Yeah, Guy he's got the goods. MG30 is the first time I ever fired an MG42. And if you've never fired an MG42, I strongly recommend you try, because you are never going to feel as immortal as you do at that very moment. An MG42, not going to explain it. Look it up. Are we all good, Belle? We've gotten through everything?
We are all good. We've gotten through everything.
Fantastic. So I don't know if Belle's available, but I plan on going live tomorrow night because we're not going to be live next week. We're out selling Jackal. I'm just going to stick with that too. We're out selling Jackal because our consumers are Jackal investors. It seems like it resonates better on CT Twitter or on crypto Twitter that we're at least saying that we're selling Jackal as opposed to that we're selling sovereignty. I'm going to try these messages out for a little bit. We'll see which ones resonate. Anyway, I'm going to be live tomorrow night. I don't know if Belle is, but until then, Belle, please talk us up, take us out, get us out of here. Had a wonderful time. Thursday night football's on, and my opponent this week is that lady right there, and I'm going to savage her. I feel bad about it. I really feel bad about it, but I got to do it, guys, all right, because I am the league champion. Anyway, Belle, get us out of here.
All right. Again, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who joined us this evening, we cannot say thank you guys enough. We do appreciate each and every one of you guys and the comments and questions you send our way. Now, with that being said, we are going to be back on tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. In between now and tomorrow, if you guys have any other comments, questions, or concerns, definitely don't hesitate to reach out to either Scott or myself, Scott@thepodcast.com or Bella@thepodcast.com, and we'll get those answered for you. Again, we can't thank you enough, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Oh.